In this video, I'm going to share with you my top 5 neighborhoods in Oceanside, along with why I think they could be the perfect fit for you depending on what your lifestyle and budget is looking for. So by the end of this video, you're going to have a really good idea of their location, the lifestyle, what the home prices look like, and the proximity to things like beaches and shopping. And my goal is to give you the most realistic idea of what it's actually like to live here in Oceanside, because I've lived here for over 5 years now, and I want to mention some stuff that you're probably not going to find on Google. That way you're making the best decision for your future move. Here we go. By the way, my name is Nick, and you guys are reaching out all the time, and we absolutely love helping you guys out. So if you're thinking about making a move in or around San Diego, just shoot us a text, shoot us an email, or just straight up give us a call so we can help you save a ton of time and just help you make a smooth move to possibly Oceanside if you're watching this video. Now, the first neighborhood that we're going to dive into is Arrowood. Now, Arrowood is going to be located in the northern region of Oceanside. It's pretty central for the most part, but it's still going to set you back about 10 miles from the beach. And I'd say if there's no traffic, it's going to be a good 20-minute drive to get to downtown Oceanside and the beaches if you want to go spend a day over there. But I would say the centerpiece of this entire community is going to be the championship design golf course. This is going to be considered a golf course community, but you do have some other great amenities as well. And if you're the type of person or family that likes to take leisure strolls around the neighborhood, this is going to be great because this is a master plan community, meaning you have sidewalks all over the place. You have green spaces all over the place. It's just very well kept in a very clean area. And, you know, besides the golf, maybe you're not into golf or you just like the views of a golf course, which I absolutely love, but you are going to have pickleball courts. You're also going to have something called the flight deck, which is a great time out there if you want to go take your friends or family. And it's kind of like a golf simulator. It's like the Top Golf thing where you can order food and beers and all that type of stuff. And if you're looking for convenience, you have 2 really big shopping centers just right down the street. I'd say it's about a 5 to 10 minute drive, but you have the town center north along with the Mission Marketplace where you're going to have a Sprouts, you have a Target, a Walmart, a Starbucks. Everything you could need is going to be right there. And if you're looking for some, some restaurants and some bars and things like that, you're only 20 minutes away from downtown Oceanside. When it comes to the housing styles in Arrowood, you are going to have no townhomes, no condos. This is going to be all single family detached homes. And again, this is a master plan community, so you are going to have HOAs back here, but it does keep the community very shiny, very clean, and very well maintained. And most of these homes were built in the early 2000s all the way up to about 2014. So these are newer homes in my opinion, and the sizes are a little bit bigger than a lot of these other neighborhoods that we're going to talk about, but home sizes are really going to start at about 2,900 square feet, going all the way up to about 4,700 square feet. And some of these homes are just jaw-dropping, and they have, some of them have some gorgeous views of the golf course. Other ones have big expansive backyards with a pool, outdoor cabanas, really everything you could think of. The average price for a home in Arrowood is right at about $1.2 million, but you can find homes starting at about $1.1 million, going all the way up to about 2.1. And the biggest positives of this community are going to be that it is very well manicured, very well taken care of, and there is a very strong sense of community back over here in Arrowood because you have monthly events along with even weekly events. And if you're looking for amenities, Arrowood is a one-stop shop. Next up is Loma Alta. Now, Loma Alta is going to be located on the west side of Oceanside, and it's just east of Interstate 5 and just north of Oceanside Boulevard. It's not a huge area, but there is a couple different pockets in Loma Alta, but I would say this location is great for accessibility because it puts you just a 2-minute drive from the freeway, and you're only about 5 to 10 minutes from the beach in downtown Oceanside, and even Carlsbad Village isn't very far. So location-wise, this is great, and there's also a big park up there called Buddy Todd Park. Super cool park, giant matured trees all over the place. It's a nice place for a picnic, or they have a big playground for the kiddos. You even have a volleyball area as well, but it's a great place to just kind of stroll around, maybe walk your dog and hang out. But Loma Alta, what you should kind of know is the geography of it is it sits up on a big hill. So there's some areas where you really don't have any sidewalks. It's a lot of windy roads, mature trees. So you have kind of a mature area like that, but at the same time, you have a couple pockets where there is sidewalks and things like that. And when it comes to shopping, there is a local grocery store just right at the bottom of the hill, right at the bottom of Loma Alta, called Fraser Farms, which can be compared to a Sprouts. It's not as good as a Whole Foods, but I'd really say it's close to a Sprouts. This is going to be your local grocery store if you do live in Loma Alta. And then, of course, you have a giant shopping plaza about 10 minutes away, just north of the 76, where you got a Trader Joe's, you got a Target, you have everything you can need and more right there. My favorite part about Loma Alta is probably the housing options, because this is going to be a neighborhood that has a lot of charm and a lot of character, because a lot of these homes were actually built back in the 70s, the 60s, and even some in the 50s. So some of these homes have been completely renovated and they're jaw-dropping, while others are they're just in their complete, original form. So, there is a couple pockets in Loma Alta where there is some not newer developments, but I'd say homes that were built in the 90s where there's sidewalks and just a newer home. But a lot of these homes are going to be older, and the home sizes are really going to range. You have small beach bungalows up here starting at about 1,000 square feet, and you have some bigger estates going well up to 4,000 square feet. The average price in this community is right at about $900,000, but you can really find options for single family starting at about $750,000, going well up to about $1.6 million. You're mostly going to have single family options in Loma Alta, but you do have a couple areas where there is condos, but these condos are really going to range from about $400,000 going up to about $600,000. The biggest upside to Loma Alta is going to be the prices, hands down. I don't think you can find any other place in Southern California where you can get this close to the beach for that amount of money. And don't forget, as much as we love making these videos for you guys, we love helping you with your real estate needs just a little bit more. So if you have any questions on Oceanside, we know it like the back of our hands. All of our information is down below. Next, we're going to head over to a neighborhood known as Mira Costa, which is going to be located on the south side of Oceanside. It's just north of Highway 78. And if you go literally just south of 78 right there, you're now on Carlsbad. So this is kind of right on the border of Oceanside, but this location is great if you are the type of individual looking for shopping amenities to be literally a 5-minute drive. I'm talking everything you could ever need is right outside your neighborhood. You're going to have a Trader Joe's. You're going to have so many different restaurants. Some of my favorite, you have Terry Cafe. You're going to have a Board and Brew. You got a Target over there. You have a huge indoor shopping mall if you want to go to Zara or H&M. I mean, there's just so many options over here. So if you want that type of accessibility, especially to freeways, this is going to be a great location. When it comes to the housing options over here, it's going to be more of a tract home style community. I mean, it's going to be an area that has a lot of sidewalks, so you're going to have some walkability. There's going to be pocket parks. It's going to be very clean and well maintained, which is great. There also is another little area called Henny Hills, which is in Mira Costa, which is going to have those older custom homes that are a little bit more unique. Those are usually built back in the 70s, but a lot of Mira Costa was actually built in the 80s and 90s. So newer-ish construction for the most part, but the home sizes are really going to range anywhere from about 1,000 square feet with some of the townhome and condo options, going well up to about 3,000 square feet on some of the bigger detached homes. The average home price in Mira Costa is $800,000, and that's because there is a mix of townhomes, condos, and single family homes. So I'd say if you're looking for a single family home over here in Mira Costa, prices are really going to start at about $825,000 and can easily go up to $2, maybe even $3 million. Now, if you're looking for a condo, you are going to have condo options back here, which is great. And those are really going to start anywhere about $550,000 going up to about $750,000. The biggest positives to Mira Costa are going to be the accessibility to all the shopping you could ever need, just being right outside your neighborhood. And you're going to have the brand new sports arena, which is going to be done here pretty soon. And it's going to be a music venue. You're going to have sporting events there. And you're also going to have a huge outdoor park with things like pickleball, dog park, just a nice outdoor space, which is only going to be about a 2 to 3 minute drive from your house. Number 4 is South Oceanside. Now, South Oceanside is going to be smack dab right there on the coast. It's everything west of Interstate 5, basically between Carlsbad Village going all the way up to Oceanside Boulevard. This is going to be pretty much, in my opinion, the epitome of coastal living, especially here in Oceanside. This is where you're going to have some really great walkability. And the best part is you're right on the border of Carlsbad. So if you get tired of downtown Oceanside and what Oceanside has to offer, head on down to Carlsbad Village. They got their own farmers market and restaurants and cafes and a ton to do just right there. But really, if you are looking for beach vibes and you want to have that walkability, this is going to be the location. You have a ton of restaurants, bars, cafes, shops, just all along the 101. And I bet you anything, you'll be able to walk out your front door and be able to walk to these places just within a few minutes. Not to mention the beach. The beach is going to be right there as well. So if you like to walk your dog on the beach or have a coffee on the beach in the morning, whatever it is, it's all going to be right there. And when it comes to the housing options over here in South O, you are going to have anything you could ever dream of. Everything from new construction townhomes to beach bungalows. You're going to have Spanish style. You're going to have oceanfront homes. You're going to have a lot of homes that have been completely leveled, where you see brand new modern homes being built. So you have every type of style depending on what you're looking for. And the home sizes are really going to range on the smaller size from about 900 square feet going well up to about 4,000 square feet. The average home price is going to be on the higher side over here. Obviously, when you get all this great walkability, it's going to be right around $1.6 million. So you can find some options with single family homes starting at about $1 million. They're going to be really small, going well up to $6 million if you're looking for something right there on the ocean. Now, if you're on that lower budget and you really want this walkability and you want that beach life, then you can find townhomes really starting at about $900,000 going up to the $2-3 million range. And again, probably the biggest draw to South Oceanside or just coastal Oceanside in general is that walkability and beach lifestyle. You have some of the most top-rated restaurants over here in Oceanside, and they're all just right there in your backyard, so it doesn't get much better than that. Lastly, we're going to head over to Fire Mountain, which is actually neighbors with South Oceanside. It's just on the other side of the freeway right there, just north of Highway 78. But this location is one of my favorites in the sense that you get everything that coastal downtown Oceanside has to offer, but you are kind of in your own little bubble, and it's just a much more of an established neighborhood. You have some really cool, unique homes up there, and I think once a lot of people drive around up there, they understand exactly what I'm talking about. When it comes to shopping as well, yeah, you have all the stuff on the coast, but just right below you, you have the El Camino North, which is all of your shopping needs. This is that big shopping plaza. I kind of spoke about it for a couple other places like Mira Costa, but this is where your Trader Joe's is, your Target. You have a big indoor shopping mall called the Shops at Carlsbad. You have a Sprouts over there. I mean, the list literally goes on and on. And also, if you have kiddos, this is going to be a great spot for you too, because you actually have two schools in the neighborhood. You have Palmquist Elementary and you have Lincoln Middle School, and they're just literally across the street from each other. Now, when it comes to the housing up here, houses literally come in all different shapes and sizes up here, and a lot of the homes are on some bigger lots as well, which is really cool to see. But the home sizes are really going to range anywhere from about 1,100 square feet going well up to about 4,500 square feet. And the home styles are gonna change. You're gonna have older, unique custom homes. Most of them are completely renovated and just gorgeous. And you also have some newer homes. You have some new construction going on up there as well, like 21 Tides. And you have some homes that were built in 2000s, 2010. So this is gonna be an area where you can find just anything you can really think of. And you gotta keep in mind, if you're looking for a house up here, you have to be extremely patient because it is a very sought after neighborhood. Now, when it comes to the prices, the average price point up here is about $1.4 million. Now you're gonna have a lot of single family options, and those options are really gonna start at about $1.1 million. That's gonna be a fixer for the most part, and they can go well up to about $2.8 million. And then if you want a condo, you will have very, very slim options for condos. There's only a few complexes I can even think of, and those are gonna start right at about $750,000. Now, are those all of the neighborhoods in Oceanside? No, they're not. Are those the best options for you in Oceanside? Possibly. There's really so many factors that come into play. That's why it's so important that you guys do reach out to us just so we can have that Zoom call or just a phone call with you just to figure out what your wants, needs, and budget are. Because after we learn that, we can really set you up with the right areas that we know are going to work. So if you guys have any questions at all about Oceanside or anywhere else, all of our information is right there down below. We'd love to help you out. And I got a couple other videos right here, especially on Oceanside, that I think will be helpful. I'll see you there.